Now in simplifying ratios, question 2 there, it's pretty straightforward. 2a, we're going to simplify 2a, 10 is to 50, so that becomes 1 is to 5. Well, you divide both sides by 10, divide by 10. If we take part G, 200 is to 125, 200 is to 125. Now we can divide this side by 25. We can divide this side by 25, so divide by 25. Divide this by 25. Okay, so what we will end up with a simplified ratio that will be 5, and here you will be 8 times. 4 times 25 is 100, so 25 divided into that is 8 times, so it's 8 is to 5. Question 4, simplify the ratios. We've got 1/3 is to 1/2. So we take a lowest common denominator, or LCD, and the lowest common denominator of them is 6. So we've got this many parts of 6 as against this many parts of 6. And this is 2 because 2 goes in a 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 2 is 6, so that becomes 3. So they're both in the same unit, so I've got a ratio of 2 is to 3. For every 2 of these parts, I have 3 of these parts. Let's have a look at part E. Pen doesn't want to work. Part E, and part E says 3/8 is to 1/4. So we'll take that. The lowest common denominator of 4 and 8 is going to be 8. So each side is going to be 8. 8 goes into itself once, so once times 3 is 3. And 4 goes into 8 twice, so twice times 1 is 2. So I've got for these three of these 8th parts, I've got 2/8 of these parts. So I've got a ratio of 3 is to 2. The units don't matter, but for every 3 of these, I've got 2 of these. Question 5 is ask us to simplify. So simplify. So we've got here mixed numbers. So we've got 2.5, which 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So I've got 3/2 is to 3/4. So the lowest common denominator of those two, of 4 and 2, is 4. 4 here, and 4 here. So 2 goes into that twice, so 2 3s is 6/4. Is to 3/4, so that becomes 6 is to 3. So I've converted the mixed number to a fraction, and then because they're both in the same units, converted them both to the same units, then I've got 6 of one unit against that, which then becomes 2 to 1. So my answer would be 2 is to 1. I'll put it here. If I can simplify that down, it becomes 2 to 1. 2 is to 1.